Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy C Prince. So in today's video we're going to discuss Bidao. Now, is Bidao going to go to zero or is it going to go to the moon? Continue to listen and find out what I think on Bidao. Okay, over the past 5 days, people have been worrying like Bidao. I'm an early investor in Bidao. I got in an ICO price, but I didn't get in properly because they closed early. However, I'm seeing this as a very good opportunity to buy. Price went as low as 0.008 cents 5 days ago, literally 5 days ago. So to me, this is a very good signal to buy because the project is going to be so big. And a lot of people have been criticizing Bidao because of what's been going on, but really I'm just seeing great things. So whenever I see something like this, for me it's a time to buy. If you remember, ICO price was at 1 cent. It went to 0.008, and that was a brilliant opportunity when less than ICO price to buy. That's a bargain to as far as I'm concerned. That's a big bargain. And now we can see the price as of the 7th of November. We can see the price at 6:40. We can see the price GMT. We can see the price at 0.0122 for Bidao. So the price went back up. So let's look on the history. Came out recently, so there's not much history. So the highest point of Bidao, it went to 4 cents. So that basically 4x your money. So if you had put £1,000 in the ICO price in Bidao at the highest point, you could have got a return of £4,000. Okay, so that's no small feat considering the situations around Bidao. We're gonna get into those situations now. Okay, so one of the thing with Bidao is that they promised to release the token on 7 different exchanges. So far only 2 exchanges that was promised has been listed. It's been listed on so far. It's been listed on Poloniex, and it's been listed on Uniswap. Okay, so we know Uniswap is like the biggest. Here it is. Uniswap is like the biggest decentralized exchange at the moment, and Poloniex is like upcoming, and Hotbit as well. Hotbit recently, over the past 2 days or so, Hotbit has been, they've added Hotbit as well. So that's 3 exchanges out of 4. Okay, so bear in mind. And also Bidao hasn't, I will put my neck on the line and say Bidao, I will say that Bidao hasn't been released officially as yet, because when we check the circulation supply, we don't know. However, we can trade it right now based on they've released, when the project was released on Uniswap. I think they released about 300,000 token to be traded with, because they wanted people who wanted to gain some profits to take. They can take profit, and whosoever wanted to get into the project could get in before the official release, so to speak. So I believe that was a brilliant ploy, especially because they closed the ICO early before the time that they said they would. So I was happy with that. Okay, so the question is, what is exactly is Bidao? So Bidao is building a decentralized finance, DeFi, and trustless stablecoin system to create a more open, borderless, transparent world through financial services. A decentralized stablecoin system creates the opportunity for an open financial system where anyone willing to provide collateral can generate our stablecoin. So that's essentially what Bidao is. The ecosystem. Bidao mission for an open financial world supported by a decentralized governance system that allows holders of our token to take decision and vote for proposal. An open ecosystem where people can freely use transparent and creative application using Bidao stablecoin will be a new standard for decentralized finance. So they're trying to create set a new level for decentralized finance. Okay, so Bidao was built on the Binance chain, and Binance chain, the Binance chain ecosystem. So Bidao is basically doing what MakerDAO done with Ethereum, and but however, Bidao will be a much bigger project because in terms of what it can do, because MakerDAO can only communicate with the Ethereum blockchain, but Bidao is like cross-chain. It can communicate with different blockchains. So that would be a great thing for Bidao. So Bidao is a collateral. One of the function is collateral platform. So Bidao, this was one of the first projects, if not the first. Back in April, we see that Bidao is implementing QTOM as collateral asset. This means that QTOM can be locked up in CDPs to generate the buy stablecoin. So basically, if you own QTOM, you can basically take out a profit, so to speak. So you can take out a value of that coin. Now, I've only know of there's only a few platforms that's doing things like that. There is Nexo, there's Celsius, and there's BlockFi. There's a few project doing that, but not all the projects that's doing it has their own coins. Now, the only project that has the own coin that's doing this kind of stuff are Nexo and Celsius. These are the only two projects that Bidao is competing with in terms of collateral that has their own stablecoin. I know that BlockFi and a few projects does the same thing, but they don't have their own coin, and that gives an edge in the game. When you have your own coin and you got your own platform, you do lots of incentive for people to use your coin. And at the moment, it's showing that Bidao has 4 billion coins. However, it was told that I'm in the Telegram group, and it was told in the Telegram group that there will be a token burn. Now, the token burn will be basically those bids that wasn't bought back in the ICO will all be burned. So the ones that are bought will be redistributed. I've go receive mine, and the rest will be burned. So that in itself is going to bring up the value of the Bidao token automatically. And once again, I will remind you that Bidao went to 4 cents without any of these news, anything going on. It went to 4 cents by its own. And there's going to be a token burn. So token burn is literally supply and demand. When there's not enough supply, basically the price will go crazy. When there's not enough coin in circulation, the price will go crazy because it's in demand. People need it. People always want what they can't have. So this is it with the Bidao token. Whenever there's a burn in a token, that's a good sign for the token, for the metrics of that token. So Bidao is gonna have a token burn. That's what that's one big benefit in the Bidao token. So we see that if you have, there's lots of people that's collecting QTOM token. If you have QTOM token, instead of leaving it on the exchange, which I don't recommend, or on a wallet, in a hot wallet or a cold storage wallet, why not just give it to Bidao? Bidao will basically hold it as collateral and give issuance their buy token, which is a stable coin. So they'll give you the stable coin, which is pegged with the US dollar. Then you can do whatever you want to do. You can even go buy more Bidao coins. You can buy some Ethereum. You can buy some Bitcoin with that, and you'll still have your QTOM token still stored. However, you would need to give back that buy token. So say for example you went and buy, and this is a very good strategy I'm using at the moment. Say for example you took some buy token, you took 50% or whatsoever value they will allow you to take, perhaps 25% to 50% of the value of the QTOM token you have. So for example, if you got QTOM token, if you got 1,000 QTOM token, you could take ideally if it's 25 to 50%, say you took 25%, you could go and buy some Ethereum, and say Ethereum went up 2x, then you could take out back that 25% that you put in Ethereum and put it back. You can unlock your token that you had in QTOM, and you still have a 1x on Ethereum. And Ethereum was just an example. You can do that in any other coin you want. That's just an example because that's what I'm currently doing, and it's paying dividends right now. However, I have to say that that's a bit risky. So know that you're doing this at your own risk. Not my advice. This is not an advice. I'm just saying that this is a very good opportunity, and I'm waiting for Bidao to release their platform in which you can do this on. So that's the gist of it. So you can do that for QTOM, you can do that for Binance. Now Binance is like a set. It's gonna be. It says that with Bidao, you can get loans backed by BNB, which is Bidao's coin, which with simple clicking a button, Bidao revolutionized $1 trillion market. Binance Labs incubates we are Teller, our price oracle, Binance. So Binance has Teller as a price oracle. And yeah, Binance Bidao is going to use BNB as a collateral, as a backed collateral. Sorry. So I see this as Binance is going to be big in the future, and Bidao basically wants to be the go-to guy for Binance in terms of DeFi, because Binance is a very big coin. We know CZ is in everything at the moment. So Bidao wants to be the go-to guy, just like MakerDAO is for Ethereum. And we see Ethereum price, we see MakerDAO price right now over $500. But however, we have to bear in mind that MakerDAO only has 1 million coin. Bidao has billions, potentially over a billion, considering what's going to happen with the token burn. So we can't literally say if 1-to-1, if it's like that, then if it's got a similar use case to MakerDAO, then the price is going to be the same. We can't look at it like that, because the token in circulation is a lot different. The maximum token supply is a lot different. So we have to take that into account as well. So Ontology, another collateral asset. If you got Ontology, give it to Bidao. Bidao will say, okay, thank you very much. Take some of the value of your coin, and then when you gain some more interest, whatever, if you need to pay some bills and you don't want to sell your crypto, that's another big thing as well. If you want to do something in the outside world and you don't want to lose your position in the crypto, give it to Bidao. Bidao will give you back some money in return. You can pay your bills, pay your rent, pay your car bill, pay insurance, whatsoever you need to pay. Bidao will do that for you and keep your crypto. When you do have the money to buy back in, Bidao will say, okay, here you go, take back your crypto. Or you could also wait for the bull run cycle. When the price of when the price or the value of your coin goes up, I know Bidao should have a system where they'll take that into account, the value of your loan, and basically square it off to what you owe them. Because I know that Nexa does this. I'm using Nexa at the moment, and Nexa does this. When the value of my Ethereum goes up, because Ethereum is my number one coin, Bidao is my number two. When the value of Ethereum goes up, if I take out a loan with Nexo, then Nexo basically, I can use the value that it goes up by to repay back that loan if I want to. So I know that a Celsius does the same thing. So potentially Bidao should do the same thing as well. We know that they're in partnership with Teller. Teller is a oracle where they link the off chains. They link off chain with on chain. If we look at sports, like if you want to put sports on the blockchain, Teller and Chainlink will usually do things like that, because they're oracles. Oracles basically link worlds, link dimensions. So if to put sports technologies, if you want to put, you can put anything you want on the blockchain, anything you want. But in order to do this, you need certain technologies, and Teller and Chainlink are the two technologies that will do things like this. They will link anything off chain and bring it on chain. If I'm watching a football match and I wanted to do some trading on sports on the blockchain, it's gonna need an oracle like Teller or Chainlink to bring those price. It's gonna need an oracle like Teller or Chainlink to bring those price feeds on the blockchains for me to do what I need to do on the blockchain. And we know that the whole world is going blockchain soon. So they're in a partnership, and it says strategic partnership with Tron. And this is a key word Bidao always mention. Tron is available on Bidao chain DeFi ecosystem that is secured by the trustless Chainlink price oracle. Bidao is joining the Tron ecosystem TRX to be used as collateral in the future. So I know that it's going to be used as collateral. However, I don't know, I just got this feeling that whenever Bidao mentions strategic partnership, there's more to it than that. It's not just going to be used for oracle. For example, Chainlink, I believe, let's go over to Chainlink. So Bidao chain, a decentralized stablecoin built on the Binance DEX, to use multiple Chainlink price reference contracts to create a liquidity CDP based on aggregate market price. This expands the type of assets that can be used as collateral Bidao CDP. So it says that strategic collaboration with Chainlink. So potentially I can see that Chainlink will be used. It didn't say this right here now. This is just in my opinion right now, right? So I can see Chainlink is going to be used as a collateral, and also they're going to use the technology of Chainlink to better the platform, better the growth, better the project in itself with the technology of Chainlink. And if I just remember, I just remind you, Chainlink links off chain with Chainlink links off chain with on chain. So anything that's off chain and has to do with DeFi, no, anything that's off chain and has to do with finance, Bidao can have access to that through Chainlink and Teller. So DeFi means decentralized finance. So basically finance that's decentralized. So in essentially, before blockchain, you could have went to the bank with or to the pawn shop, right? A pawn, PAWN, right? And you bring your jewelry, and then you use your jewelry as a collateral, and then you get money based on how much your value is worth and how much they're willing to give you as a loan to value ratio on that asset that you give to them. So this is essentially what DeFi is. DeFi is doing it on the blockchain, okay? Alva is a DeFi as well, coin, bringing off-chain assets to on-chain. So like mortgage for your house and things like that. Alva is going to be doing that, and I can see Bidao potentially doing things like this, because Bidao mission statement is basically saying that they want to be the one-stop shop for everything DeFi, and DeFi is crazy because everything is in finance is going to be in DeFi. So basically everything, when we consider gold, when we consider all type of assets, painting, mortgage, house, any type cars, any type of assets, anything that can be, you can give for value and receive value, that's going to be on the blockchain. And Bidao mission statement is that they want to be the one-stop shop for that. Okay, so another thing about Bidao, so this is number 2. Okay, so another thing about Bidao is that Bidao is one of the only project that's got its own stablecoin. Now, if we look at the other one is MakerDAO, and MakerDAO has DAI. Bidao has BAI. These are the only 2 main projects I can see right now that's got stablecoin. In the upcoming bull run, stablecoin is going to be a big deal. It's going to be a massive deal. If we check what's going on in the crypto space, that DAI, it becomes so big. DAI is like one of the biggest coin in the crypto space because it's a stable coin. USDC, same thing. Tether, same thing. They're big because they're stable coin, and to do certain things you need stablecoin, we need a lot more stablecoin right now in the space, and Bidao offers a stablecoin function. So another thing, third thing about Bidao is that they're trying to build a bridge with Ethereum, and we know that Ethereum is like the go-to in everything in the crypto space. Ethereum is built smart contracts. Most of the great project in the crypto industry is built on the Ethereum blockchain. So we know that if I saw a chart recently that America basically is like the hub, and everything associated with America because of the US dollar. So the US dollar is like, it's like the foundation, and everything branches off the US dollar. I know that throughout history there's been different it was gold and other things, but at the moment I saw a chart, and then USD was like the center of it, and then everything is around the USD. And that is true, considering like every country needs the USD to trade with. So this is how I see Ethereum. Ethereum is like the middle. It's like the caveat, where everything needs to be linked with Ethereum. Even though there's other project that has blockchain, I've been trying to decipher what's going on in the crypto space. And when I hear people speak, like project, people that build their own project, big projects like Polkadot, Binance, I recently heard CZ said it's not in competition with Ethereum. No one wants to compete with Ethereum because Ethereum is like a beast in itself. No one wants to compete with Ethereum. So I see that Bidao is doing a great thing by trying to build a bridge with Ethereum before it's even launch, so-called launch is as yet. So that's another big thing I see for Bidao, because not every project has a bridge with Ethereum. Some project has to wait for a project like Polkadot. Some project needs to be linked with Polkadot in order to be linked with Ethereum, because you know that Polkadot is like a cross-chain coin that aims to link every coin in the crypto industry together. That's what Polkadot's aiming to do. However, Polkadot is not ready yet with certain functions for things like that. So Bidao, I see, is ahead of the curve compared to certain coins by linking with Ethereum. Okay, yeah. So my final thoughts. Bidao will be great. Because if we're gonna compare it to other projects, okay, let's compare it to let's bring up Nexo. Okay, let's compare Bidao to Nexo right now. Okay, Nexo. So Bidao has 4 billion in circulation right now, and the price at the moment is 1 cent. Okay, Nexo price is at 16 cents at the moment, and Nexo has a billion token. Even though they have what's that, 500 million in circulation, they've got a billion token, and they're at 16. So to do the maths, right, just to do the maths, if Bidao was to so you would, if Bidao, forget about token burn, yeah, let's just take it the worst case scenario. Bidao at 4 billion, so you would divide what is it at right now? To compare them with the 1 billion circulation of Nexo, you would divide what the current price of Nexo is, which is 16 cents. Divide that by 4. Is it divided by 4? Yeah, divide by 4, because Bidao currently, without the token burn, is 4 billion. And then you get 4 cents. So what this is saying, that right now Bidao should be at 4 cents. That's what it should be, based on where Nexo is at 16 cents, and having a total supply of 1 billion. That's where Bidao should be at 4 cents. Just comparing that alone, and bear in mind, Nexo has more value than Bidao has more value than Nexo, simply being because it has its own stablecoin, and that's gonna bring a lot more value to the ecosystem itself, as well as its link with Binance. Binance cares for its own. No company is gonna be linking with another company not aiming to take care of their personal assets, take care of their personal goals or agendas. So if a company is linked together, they're gonna make sure it succeed. So I can see Binance is going to go heavy, and bear in mind, most project, when they launch on Binance, that brings up the price automatically, and not every project is on Binance. And some people will say, oh, you're just assuming that Bidao is going to be launched on Binance, and I will say again, that's the easiest way for Binance to invest in Bidao. Bear in mind, Bidao is built on the Binance blockchain, on the Binance chain. So that's the easiest way for me to promote a project that I'm involved in without doing much PR, without doing much marketing, just by listing it on my exchange. It's my exchange. If I list it or not, it doesn't really make a big difference in terms of costs, because what I'll be gaining is much more than what I'll lose, because I'm going to be using this company very much so, as well as when I boost the price up for this company, it's going to in turn help me as a shareholder, so to speak, thinking like CZ. So I see this is going to be launched on Binance. So every project that launched on Binance, so bear in mind, it should be 4 cents comparing with Nexo, just by the metrics. It should be 4 cents, as well as the token burn. Put that into play. Say that brings it up to another cent. That's 5 cents. Okay. By launching on Binance, I see coin go up to about 5, 10, even 15x just by going on Binance. I see that happen to different coins, as well as I believe, and then we still got another 4 more exchange launching, so that's gonna bring up the value as well. And I believe it's gonna be I believe that Coinbase is gonna be one of those projects, but that's in my opinion though. I believe that Coinbase, and we know that when project launches on Coinbase, it goes parabolic, so keep that in mind. So another one, compared with Celsius. Let's compare with. So we see that Celsius is got current total supply for Celsius is call it 700 million. 700 million, and Bidao has got 4 billion. Okay, so I will divide that now. Let me divide, what's that? 700, call it 700 billion. 700 million, sorry. So Bidao 4 billion. 4 billion divided by, let's do the exact numbers, 6955658 160. So that's 5 times. Okay, so the current price for Celsius is 1.78, and Bidao is greater than Celsius in terms of the supply of the coin is greater than Celsius by 5.7 times. So if we use that now, so I would say 1.79 divided by 5.7. So that's showing that, by just these metrics, just by comparing the supply and demand, because that's one of the best ways I like. That's one of the easiest and best ways I like to use to compare coins, in terms of like to use sometimes the market cap or the circulation supply, because these two factors are most important to coins when there's a bull run or even without a bull run, because it's supply and demand. Everything is a supply and demand. When there's not enough supply, the price goes parabolic. If last bull run in 2016-17, lots of coin done good, because and they didn't have a big technology behind them. Simply being, there was fewer coin, and just by a few people investing in that coin and believing in that project, it makes the price go up. It doesn't take 4 billion people like say Bidao. It doesn't take 4 billion people. If a coin has a million coin and 500,000 people believe in that coin, that will boost its price, compared to if Bidao has a 4 billion and then 1 billion people believes in Bidao. So that's a big factor. So just by comparing these, this is saying that Bidao should be at 31 cent. 31 cent. Without the token burn, without considering the stable coin, without considering the strategic partnership Bidao is doing, without considering all of this, Bidao should be at 31 cents right now. Okay, now I'm going to compare it with crypto.com. CRO. Okay, crypto.com. So here we go. So I saved this one for last because this one is ridiculous. So Bidao, crypto.com has a total supply of 100 billion. 100 billion, okay? And they have a circulating supply, that's the maximum supply, 100 billion. They have a circulating supply of 21 billion. That's like what? That's like four times. So let's do the maths. So Bidao, so 21 2018 26484 divided by 4 billion. 1, 2, 3. That's 5x, so that's 5 times. So 5.3. So right now, CRO is 5. The circulating supply of CRO is 5.3 times bigger than the total supply of Bidao, right? And bear in mind, I'm comparing these only because simple fact of they're trying to do the same thing, because CRO is a bigger project, so to speak, in terms of CRO does as an exchange, and I heard that Bidao is trying to build an agnostic exchange as well. I'm trying to be agnostic. So Crypto.com has an exchange. It has staking. It offers a debit card. It offers a few things. Okay, so it's not to take CRO lightly. However, when you're considering what Bidao is trying to do, is Bidao's trying to do a similar thing to CRO, similar thing to MakerDAO, similar thing to Celsius Network. So put all three together. I believe that Bidao is trying to take over the whole thing. So looking at this right now. So comparing this now. So if I should, that's 5.3 times what Bidao is. So what I would do, the price now. So it's 5.3. So the current circulation supply of CRO is 5.3 times higher than the maximum supply of Bidao. Consider without adding the fact that Bidao is going to do a token burn, we could drastically bring it down to even 2 billion. Not without considering the fact that the price will go up because of the launch. It hasn't launched officially to every exchange. The fact that it has its own stablecoin, the fact that loads of projects are gonna be on, and that's another thing as well with Bidao. If you realize the collateral that's been mentioned so far, Tron, Qtum, Ontology, these are smaller projects. Considering if you look at Nexo, if you look at Crypto.com, if you look at Celsius, Celsius I think is the second biggest in terms of, Celsius has 30 different collateral coin that you can use as collateral on Celsius network. Crypto.com only has 4. Nexo I think has about 10, has about 8 to 10 different coins that you can use as collateral. So, and bear in mind, all these coins are big. They're using Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Chainlink. These are big coins. I don't see none of these projects using smaller coins like Tron, like Qtum, like Ontology. So this is my opinion now, and I believe that this is why I love Bidao, and I believe Bidao is these guys. That's this guy. I forgot his name, the creator for Bidao and the market and everyone that's involved with the Bidao project. I feel like they're very intelligent because they're trying to corner the smaller guys, smaller projects, because there's lots of people that's in crypto that has these coins. So who's trying to cater for them? There's no one catering for them. Everyone is trying to cater for the big guys like the Ethereum holders, the Bitcoin holders, the Binance holders. No one's catering for the small guy like the Qtum holders. Who cares about Qtum holders? So I see Bidao starting off with these projects and taking time, starting off with the smaller projects, and they're going to take time and build up the bigger projects like Ethereum and Bitcoin. So this is how I see that they're very smart, because they're starting off and it's like you're building a community. You're starting off with Qtum. So the people that are on Qtum, if you open it for them that they can take out collateral, they can take out half their assets or a quarter of their assets, 25% loan to value ratio. If they can do that, they'll be thinking like, oh, I love Bidao. Bidao's great. Once you're making money, you're going to love that project. So Bidao is basically bringing a whole bunch of guys with them in terms of the holders of Qtum, the holders of Tron, the holders of all these smaller projects. They're bringing them with them, going up to the bigger projects. So when they reach the bigger project, they're going to be bigger than Celsius. If not, they're going to be bigger than Celsius. They're going to be bigger than Crypto.com. They're going to be bigger than Nexo in no time, because they're bringing the smaller guys with them. And then the bigger guys, they're just going to jump on board because the value of the token is going to be so brilliant. The network is going to be so big, because most people love to be where everyone is. No one wants to be on a thing by themselves or with fewer people. If you see a project that's big, that's offering bigger incentive, that's on every level is bigger, you're going to go there. So that's what's going to happen in the future. This is why I believe that Bidao will be big in the future. So just to finish comparing this price, so 5 times Crypto.com current price is, so if I do times 5.3 times 0.7, 37x, 37 cents, sorry, 0.37 cent. So Crypto.com is saying that, listen, the where Bidao is right now, this is me talking at Crypto.com now. so Crypto.com is saying like where Bidao is right now comparing to where I am. I can see Bidao should be trading for 0.37 cent right now compared to where I am. And the next project that I mentioned before was Celsius. Celsius is saying that where I am right now, Bidao should be trading at 31 cent. So yeah, so altogether, two are saying in the 30 cent region. So I will take that. 30 cent, and you got in an ICO price which is 1 cent. That's a 37x. Let's go back down to 30 cents. 30 cents, that 30x. If you put, some people bought 1 million of the coin. Okay, 1 million. And 1 million at that, it costs 10 grand. So that's 30x. That's over 300,000. That's over 300,000. Okay. Just by investing in Bidao, and I believe that Bidao is going to go higher and higher and higher and higher, and they're going to always releasing new things that they're doing. They're going to always update the community. So the more things that's adding to Bidao, the bigger the project will be. So these are my thoughts on Bidao and why I'm heavily invested. When the price goes down, I'm buying more. I'm not worrying about if it's going to go to zero. All I'm worrying about, can I get some more, please? Can I have some more, please? That's all I'm thinking right now with Bidao. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And keep, if you don't believe in the Bidao project, just give it time. Just continue to watch it. When it breaks the 5x region, when it breaks the 10x region, I believe that that's a very good time to get in if you're more skeptical. But if you're hungry for the success of Bidao and you believe in the project based on the token, the metrics, based on the fundamental news, based on everything, make sure you get as much as you can. Not financial advice now, but in my opinion, and talking to myself, I'm gonna be stacking loads of Bidao. So thanks for watching this video on Bidao. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and see you on the next video. Goodbye, guys.